Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Changing Your Mind About South Park. We are on to the second part of my series about the movie. So we'll go ahead and get onto it because I have a lot of notes today. Where last we left, Kenny's in hell.
Parents, children are out of control. This is what happens when toilet humor is allowed to run rampant. Kenny set himself on fire.
The parents are having a PTA meeting discussing if their children should be watching this show or not because one of their children has died from watching it. What are they going to do about it?
That's easy.
Times have changed. Our kids are getting worse. They won't obey their parents. They just want to fart and curse. Should we blame the government or blame society? Or should we blame the images on TV? No, blame Canada. Blame Canada. With all their beady little eyes, their flapping heads so full of lies. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. We need to form a full assault. It's Canada's fault. Don't blame me for my son Stan. He saw that darn cartoon and now he's off to join the clan. And my boy Eric once had my picture on his shelf, but now when he sees me, he tells me to fuck myself. Blame Canada. It seems that everything's gone wrong since Canada came along. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. They're not even a real country anyway. My son could have been a doctor or a lawyer, rich and true. Instead, he burned up like a piggy on a barbecue. Should we blame the matches or should we blame the fire or the doctor that allowed him to expire? Heck no, blame Canada. With all their hockey hullabaloo and that bitch Anne Murray too. Blame Canada. Shame on Canada. For the smut me was stopped, the trash me was smashed, the laughter and fun must all be undone. We must blame him and cause a fuss before someone thinks of blaming us.
All right, you turds, listen up.
You turds, listen up here. Mark Shaman, who I hope I'm saying that, it's either Shaman or Shaman, but he helped them score the movie. His quote, "We are making fun of people who pick ridiculous targets to blame anything about what's going on in their lives." I think we can all relate to that in one way or the other. Picking Canada to blame instead of maybe looking in the mirror at their own parenting style or what they are allowing their children to watch. But no. It's Canada. It's Canada's fault. Another part that I wanted to add here was that during the time that they were making this, I had mentioned in the first part, around 1998, 1999, it was a big cultural thing when it first came out. But now, like season 2 had come out, it wasn't that popular anymore. And Matt and Trey have stated that they felt very anxious at this because it kind of felt like this was the end. Like, it felt like they were going to make the 2 seasons of South Park, and they honestly did believe that this movie was like their swan song. We're going to put our all into this. Like, that's kind of why they made it a musical as well. They tried to expand their t-shirts and merch from Hot Topic to JCPenney's, but shortly after, JCPenney's had to end their partnership because they were getting too many complaints from people, and I'm sure like a bunch of moms being like, "You can't have South Park and JCPenney's, please." And we get to see Shelly.
Shelly, where's the clitoris?
Where's the clitoris, Shelly?
Oh, okay, it's clear.
Our next guest at the number one, please welcome Terrence and Philip.
Burn in hell, Terrence and Philip.
Some people claim that your Canadian humor is nothing but immature fart jokes.
That's not true. This classic Canadian joke, for instance. Excuse me, Terrence. Yes, Philip?
Yes, Philip?
Philip, cheers. Cheers, fuckface.
Cheers.
On the set of Blue Lagoon.
I farted once on the set of Blue Lagoon.
So guys, does it make organizations here that want you arrested for destroying children?
Oh, they'd have to find us first.
Oh, they'd have to find us first.
Mothers Against Canada is placing you under citizen's arrest.
Oh, no.
Mom, here you go, Conan. This little scrotum sucker.
There was an
deceived us.
alien on the dollar bill.
Don't listen to them, Conan. You loved our movie, Conan. We watched it together. Remember? You laughed. What
And
have
this
I
is
done?
important. That is Conan O'Brien unaliving.
Holy crap, did you see that?
Yeah, I
Back
did.
to Terrence and Philip.
So they went on Conan O'Brien, Matt and Trey, to promote this film. And Conan wanted to play this clip because Conan knew that they, killed him in the movie. and he wanted to play it on his show. But the issue is with the MPAA is that any sort of promotional material that they allow you to put out, if it's a distributed movie, it has to be G. That has since changed because now red band trailers are around. But they could not get access to this scene legally because obviously that's not a G-rated scene, watching someone jump from a building like that. So what happened was that Conan's interns at the time went out on the streets, bought a bootleg copy of the South Park movie, and that was how they clipped it to be able to show it in the show. They also teased Matt and Trey because obviously they show him jumping from a very high building, but in reality, the GE building was portrayed on the top floor when it is really just on the 6th floor. So they're like, yeah, like, we could do it, but like, it's not gonna be as high of a jump as that, so. And also, they were saying, like, Conan, you saw our movie together, bro. We watched it together. We held hands and laughed. And then you're gonna turn me in?
As a Canadian ambassador, as you can see from this graph, the entire economy of Canada relies on Tans and Phillips.
The entire economy of Canada.
What say you, Mr. American Ambassador?
Fuck Canada!
Hey, fuck you, buddy!
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Put on trial for corrupting America's youth.
The fuss is about taking our citizens.
A boot.
It's a boot, not cent. It's a boot. What's so goddamn funny?
Nothing. Could you tell us again what your argument is all about?
This is not about diplomacy. This is about dignity. This is about respect. This is about realizing that humor is... You guys are dicks. Something to cry about.
The Canadian Air Force.
Baldwin residence.
Oh, this scene.
No, this is Billy Baldwin. If you want Daniel Baldwin, call his extension. Stupid.
Stupid.
Hey, Alec, you know what sucks about being a Baldwin? No.
Nothing. I mean, yeah.
You missed me.
Now we have Haley Bieber Baldwin.
Children, your mothers are all making me... Oh,
That's
well,
good.
your moms are just upset. They're probably all on their periods or
Probably.
something.
Mr. Garrison, Wendy and I think that was a sexist statement.
Well, I'm sorry,
Wendy and
but
you
I just
do,
don't
Gregory?
trust anything that bleeds for 5 days and doesn't die.
I don't trust anything that bleeds for 5 days and doesn't die. I've always appreciated that joke because it also kind of makes me feel more cool. Like, I know, like, some women would get insulted, but I'm like, yeah, like, I bleed for 5 days and I don't die. Like, it's cool.
What's going on, Chef?
Something big, children.
Chef, I can't find the clitoris. You have to help me.
You have to help me.
Please take your seats, everyone.
This is a state of emergency. We go now to the White House for an announcement from the President of the United States.
And it's actually Bill Clinton.
The U.S. has declared war on Canada.
Oh, no.
War? No, Gregory, no.
Gregory War!
The
Oh!
Baldwins are dead?
All the Baldwins are dead!
In 2 days' time, the war criminals Terrence and Philip will be executed.
They're gonna kill them?
I'd like to bring up my newly appointed Secretary of Offense, Miss Sheila Broflowski.
Holy, we won't tolerate their potty mouths. Well,
We won't!
if war they want, then war they shall have.
Dude, this is fucking weak.
How could things be any worse?
Fallen one, I am Satan. I am your god now. The delightful pain.
Hey, Satan! Did you hear the news? A war just broke out up on Earth.
Saddam Hussein, my new partner in evil.
You're hugging all the fun. Yeah.
So this is Saddam Hussein. I think it was like 2010 or so when they were recording the commentary, but they talked about like how weird it was for them to choose Saddam Hussein to be Satan's gay lover in hell because like he wasn't even dead yet for one, and also like it's Saddam Hussein, you know?
I don't see why you have to belittle me in front of people like that.
Hey, relax, guy.
Well, sometimes I think you don't have any respect for me.
Come here, guy.
Come here, guy.
Here's my cream puff.
Who's my cream puff? Look at them. They're kind of cute and toxic. They're Valentino and Angel before Valentino and Angel.
What's going on over there?
The American government thinks it has the right to police the world. Your government is going to kill 2 Canadian citizens, an action condemned by the UN, home of the free indeed. Let's play tetherball.
Let's play tetherball.
About freedom of speech, about censorship. Let's be more political.
There's the
Girl that I like
Now it appears that she
likes another guy.
Must be
Cause he's political and stuff. I could be political too. Yeah! No, it's just not working out for Stan.
Shut up. Kyle's mom is the one that started that damn club, and all because she's a
big
fat, stupid... Say it, Cartman.
Well...
Do it, Cartman.
Well...
I'm warning you.
Okay.
I'm getting pretty sick of him calling my mom.
Well, Kyle's mom's big, she's a big fat bitch, she's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world, she's a stupid bitch. If there was a bitch, she's a bitch to all the boys and girls.
Shut your fucking mouth, Cartman.
On Monday, she's a bitch, on Tuesday, she's a bitch, and Wednesday through Saturday, she's a bitch. Then on Sunday, just to be different, she's a super king, Kamehameha biatch. Come on, you know the words. Have you ever met my friend Kyle's mom? She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. She's a mean old bitch, has stupid hair, bitch. She's a stupid bitch. Whoa, Kyle's mom's a bitch, and she's such a dirty bitch. Talk to kids around the world might go a little bit something like this. Have you ever met my friend Kyle's mom? She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Bitch. She's a stupid bitch. Kyle's mom's a bitch, and she's such a dirty bitch. I really mean it, Kyle's mom. She's a big fat fucking bitch. Big old fat fucking bitch, Kyle's mom, yeah. I do enjoy that the different languages that he cuts into, they are accurately singing Kyle's mom's a bitch in whatever language.
What?
Shock and awe.
Fuck.
Here to present the V-chip is Dr. Voznacher.
Dr. Voznacher here is voiced by Eric Idle, who was somebody that was like very big for Monty Python, and Matt and Trey were heavily inspired by Monty Python to start South Park. They're, I'm not gonna say it right because I'm not the biggest like Monty Python like person as far as like knowing everything about it, but the cutout animations that they did, those cutout animations that Monty Python did was what inspired Trey and Matt to make their American history, well technically it was Trey that made it, the American history like stop motion one that he made when he was in college, and then from that they made the Spirit of Christmas movies. From that, it got popular and sprung South Park. So I think it's just very interesting how you can get inspired from somebody else and then later on even go to make your own thing. More so down the line, like I know Has Been Hotel, a show that came out last year, the creator of that talks about how they were even inspired by South Park and just like how it can like impact the culture. Because I even talked about before how PewDiePie even said that the whole reason why he goes, hey, it's me, PewDiePie, like he does that highness of his voice because that's how Mr. Hanky would say, hey, it's me, Hanky, howdy ho. You never know what can inspire you, and you also never know like what you're gonna do if it can inspire somebody else.
It is placed under the child's skin where it emits a small shock of electricity whenever an obscenity is uttered. It's just like a lie detector. Patient B5, would you step out here, please? Here has been fitted with the new V-chip.
Oh, my head hurts.
Don't worry about that. Now I want you to
Don't worry
say,
about that.
Doggy.
Doggy.
Notice that nothing happens. Now say Montana.
Montana.
Now I want you to say horsepucker.
Go ahead, Eric. It's all right.
Horsefucker. That hurt, goddammit.
Now I'd like you to say big floppy donkey dick.
No.
Success! The child doesn't want to
The
swear.
child doesn't want to swear. I just can't help but think we're having to put a shock collar on him every time he does swear to discourage him from swearing, instead of maybe just talking to him about, I don't know, hey dude, you probably shouldn't be swearing at 8 years old, or why do you want to be using these words at 8 years old?
We will start putting V-chips in all our children next week.
Gizmos presents the March of One. President Clinton has called them to action to fight the evil Canadian scourge after the Canadians' last bombing, which took a horrible toll on the Arquette family. For security measures, our great American government is rounding up all citizens that have any Canadian blood and putting them into camps. All Canadian American citizens are to report to one of these death camps right away. Did I say death camp? I meant happy camp. Fabulous doctors and be able to exercise regularly. Meanwhile, the war criminals, Terrence and Phillip, are prepped for their execution will take place during a fabulous
USO show.
The only way to see the USO show is to sign up for the Army.
You gotta sign up for the Army if you want to come see the show. I also didn't feel right to go through this movie without taking a minute to talk about the Columbine massacre. It did happen while this film was in production, and Matt and Trey expressed how it affected them. I'm just reading from my notes here. Both Matt and Trey were from Colorado, and Matt attended Heritage High School, which was close to Columbine. They had requested a 3-day sabbatical after Columbine, like Matt and Trey had, because, like, in quoting, nothing seemed funny after that. Since friends of a perpetrator were wearing a South Park shirt, it did end up affecting the film, like, negatively, because, like, of course, like, people were like, oh yeah, like, that kid was wearing a South Park shirt, so that just means, like, South Park is just all bad, and that's what it's telling kids to do. In the commentary that I referenced earlier in 2020, they talked about how it was a pre-9/11 event, and to quote them, it says, people just got more screwed up over things, and I was born in 98, so I don't really have any recollection of 9/11. I kind of wish I did, in the sense of, like, I was alive for it, I just don't remember it. It's just interesting to think about, like, how jaded we've kind of become these days compared to how when something would happen, you know, even 20 years ago. I want to be real with this. I don't want to, you know, shy from anything, and history's history, and I think it's important. I don't think we should shy away from the stuff, even if it's bad. We still need to talk about it.
Rid ourselves of anything Canadian!
Dude, don't you like Terrence and Philip anymore?
Of course not. My mommy says I hate Canadians now because they made me have a dirty mouth.
Clyde, who's a little kid throwing his dolls in the fire, and then his friend's like, hey, like, don't you like that? And he's like, no, mommy says I don't like it, so I don't anymore. And I mean, unfortunately, I think that is a real reality. I think a lot of kids are, and sometimes, yes, like, as a parent, you do need to have your kids stop things if they're not good for them, but there are also situations where parents are like, well, my kids need to just be like me because that's just how it is, and the parents may not even be in the right themselves.
Hey, dude. What's the matter, Carmen? It's this V-chip. I hate it. I can't say any dirty words. So you can't say fuck? No. And you can't say shit? No. So you can't say, I'm Eric Carmen, the fattest fucking piece of shit in the world? Fuck you!
He's trying to tell his friends, he's like, I have this, I hate it, it's painful. Whether you think that, like, he deserves it or not, he's venting that he has this and it's painful to who are his friends, and they're like, oh yeah, you're just a fat fuck, huh? Like, maybe I get why Eric Cartman gets a little cranky sometimes, like, just a teensy bit cranky.
This has gone far enough. It's time we talk to our moms. We're supposed to be grounded in our rooms. Come on, Kyle, it's time for us to get political. Mom, can I talk to you for a second?
Kyle, what are you doing here? Now get back to the house and stay there! You too, Stanley.
Mom, we think you're going too far. You can't kill Terrence and Philip.
We must fight for our children's futures!
You have to stop it.
To make them safe again!
Hello?
They're not listening to their children at all.
I told you my mom wouldn't listen. Well, then we're just gonna have to
I told you my
Terrence
mom
and
wouldn't
Philip
listen.
Think about it, you guys. What would Brian Boitano do?
What would Brian Boitano do? And Brian Boitano is a great sport with this. He loves
we'll round
this.
up all our own secret club. I guess that could work. We have to try.
What would Brian Boitano do if he was here right now? He'd make a plan and he'd follow through. That's what Brian Boitano do. When Brian Boitano was in the Olympics skating for the gold, he did 2 sow cows and a triple lutz while wearing a blindfold. When Brian Boitano was in the Alps fighting grizzly bears, he used his magical fire breath and saved the maidens fair. So what would Brian Boitano do if he were here today? I'm sure he'd kick an ass or two. That's what Brian Boitano do. I want this V-chip out of me. It has stunted my vocabulary, and I just want my mom to stop fighting everyone. For Wendy, I'll be an activist too, cause that's what Brian Boitano do. And what would Brian Boitano do? He called all the kids in town and tell them to unite for truth. That's what Brian Boitano do.
Did someone say my name?
Who are you?
I'm Brian Dennehy.
What? No, not fucking Brian Dennehy. Get the fuck out of here.
Bye.
When Brian Boitano traveled through time to the year 3010, he fought the evil robot king and saved the human race again. And when Brian Boitano built the pyramids, he beat up Kublai Khan. Cause Brian Boitano doesn't take shit from anybody. So let's call the kids together and unite to stop our moms. And we'll save Terrence and Philip too, cause that's what Brian Boitano do. And we'll save Terrence and Philip too, cause that's what Brian Boitano do. Cause that's what Brian Boitano do. Relax, guys.
You just get cranky when you're tired.
And we'll see this more in another episode later on, but Saddam is the more abusive partner to Lucifer Satan in this, like, relationship, and I just think that is really funny.
Quickly turning into World War III.
World War III?
Terrence and Philip are going to be put to death for crimes against humanity.
It has come to be. The 4 horsemen are drawing nigh.
I love when you get all biblical, Satan.
I love when you get all biblical, Satan.
No, I'm being serious.
I'm
It
being
is the
serious,
7th sign.
please.
The first signs of my reign have all come true. The fall of an empire, the coming of a comet, and now, when the blood of
I like
these
his guy picture
American
back there.
soil
In his
will
pink
be
bathroom.
our
I love you.
So what do you say we shut off that light and get close, huh?
Shut off that light and get close, huh? Ow.
Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Can use my dad's computer to call all the kids together. Wait, before we put a message out, do a search on the word clitoris.
Stan still needs to find out what clitoris means.
Found 8 million pages with the word clitoris.
8 million. There's more than that now,
You
I
must
bet.
be 18 to enter this website. Okay.
Oh, okay.
If you are under 18, do not.
Shiza.
It's a lady getting pooed on. Whoa, is it Cartman's mom?
Whoa, is it Cartman's mom?
It is Cartman's mom.
It is Cartman's mom.
Ah, son of a big ass.
So he's got a V-chip, right? He can't cuss anymore, his favorite thing. He's trying to vent to his friends about it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're calling him fat. He's trying to still hang out with his friends. And then they're doing research on, like, trying to figure out this Terrence and Philip thing. And then, like, they found out, like, his mom is just a whore once again. You know, Cartman can't win for losing.
Get out of here, Ike. You're too young for this stuff.
You're too young for this, Ike. You're about 2 years younger than us. Shiza.
Click it off, dude. Click it off. Get to the message board. I'm trying. I can't find a Canadian server. I've got to break into the mainframe.
I got to break
an
into the
access code.
mainframe.
I'll reroute the encryptions.
I like that they're making, like, Kyle, like, a computer hacker legitimately here. And I think Kyle is canonically, like, the smartest kid at South Park. Like, maybe Tolkien?
We're not gonna have punch and pie.
Maybe?
Popular
I don't
comments,
know.
think we have punch and pie.
Yeah, punch and pie.
Punch and pie.
Punch and
This is
pie.
password is. Meh.
Meh.
Yes, hon.
Yes, hon.
If you were in a German Scheiße video, you'd tell me, right?
Sure, hon.
Sure, hon.
Kenny, is that you?
Yeah, it's Kenny.
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein? Everybody's screaming.
I saw him. I saw Kenny.
Poor dear.
You poor dear.
The execution of Terrence and Philip is imminent. Soon Saddam and I will rule the world.
Let's fuck to celebrate.
What's it like up on Earth, Saddam? Tell me about it again.
Ah, that's not talk. Let's get busy.
When you first got here, we used to talk all night long. We would just lie in bed and talk.
Yeah, because I was still waiting to get you in bed, dummy.
But I'm still waiting to get you in bed, dummy.
Do you want to pretend I'm somebody else?
Satan, your ass is gigantic and red. Who am I going to pretend you are? Liza
Clifford.
Minnelli? Ah, don't get
Now
all
he's gotta go
busy.
sing his Little Mermaid song.
Sometimes I think when I look up real high that there is such a big world up there. I'd like to give it a try. Then I sink, 'cause it's here I'm supposed to stay. But I get so lonely down here. Tell me, why's it have to be that way? Up there, there's so much room where babies burp and flowers bloom. Everyone dreams, I can dream too. Up there, up where the skies are ocean blue, I could be safe and live without a care. Up there, say I don't belong, I must stay below alone. Because of my beliefs, I'm supposed to stay where evil is sown. But what is evil anyway? Is the reason to the rhyme. Without evil there could be no good, so it must be good to be evil sometime. Up there, there's so much room where babies burp and flowers bloom. Everyone dreams, I can dream too. Up there, up where the skies are ocean blue, I could be safe and live without a care. Live without a care. If only I could live up there. I wanna live up there. I want to live up there.
That is all for this part. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank you guys for hanging with me, and I'll see you next time.